and welcome to this gameplay guide for Astroneer, and this one is Spelunking with Rovers. And as you can see, I'm in a cave with my rover. Now the solar panels are actually getting some power from up there. Now the problem is I'm in a hole with my rover and I am absolutely miles from anywhere. So I've had a quick dig around, and if I just jump that bit, it says power around. I can use if I dive up here. The problem was I was driving around up here and I tried to avoid the hole a little bit too late. Back end got caught here and it went down, it tumbled down into that hole. Realising that I'm actually quite a long distance from my base, in fact I can't actually see where my base is from here, so I am proper stuck. Now as you can see on my backpack I have 3 tanks. It's not enough to run back to my base, so I've really got two options. Either, oh look, there's my base, look, oh there it is. Okay, that's still too far to run. So anyway, I've got the choice of dying here, letting my air run out and suffocating, attempting to run it, which I think is too far, or rescuing my rover, which supplies me with air and oxygen, all the other bits. So I'm going to have a look around, because what I was doing, I was out here looking for, funny enough, these sort of things, research. So that's handy, because at least it's not been a complete dead loss. As I said, there it is, there's my rover. Let's drop that down there, and I'll attach that to the rover. Now the rover doesn't have any, is battery operated, so what that means is if I'm in the dark in the tunnels, which I am, the battery's going to run out. Now thankfully the batteries are charged up at the moment. You can see the bars on the side, they're charged. It's got a couple of battery on the front, so I have a little bit extra, and there is power around, so there's a good opportunity for me to actually rescue myself and rescue my rover. In the meantime, I'm just going to have a quick look around. It seems to be going in a downward sort of direction, which isn't really what I want. Just quick nose around though, see if there's anything that's alright. I think that's alright. I'll drop down a level. So what I'm going to have to do, and I'm running out of oxygen, so my 3rd tank's about to run out. Let's just whip down there and get a refill. There we go. Yeah, that'd be less right over there as well. Right, okay, some of those nasty gas plants over here are ones that usually you find research under those guys, but they throw poison gas at you, and if it gets you, if you're too close, it will kill you and you will die. There's some malachite. I really don't know whether those upright ones are dangerous at this point. I don't particularly want to find out. And there's the lacerite I saw before. Uh oh. That noise kind of tells me that some gas is headed my way, but where from? Sounds like it's coming off to my right somewhere. No, right, anyway, there isn't any other way out that I can see. So, one of the other things I did try to do is tunnel through. See if I could just make from my rover's position, just generally create a tunnel up myself, widen it out enough, and I started here, started going up, and came straight across the cavern, and I can't. Obviously that's a problem for me. Not the end, because what I can do is, luckily because I have a couple of soil containers there on my backpack, those 2. Yeah, and then you make those on your backpack. So it's just a canister. So I could make another one if I really needed to, and I've got power. what I could do is just make a ramp up. So let's get this resource, or I could go up and make a ramp down. Let's get that attached to the back of my rover so it's not a complete loss. Right, okay, or I can just use the already existing ramps to flatten it out. Now I'm using the control key here to make, and I could just carry on in this direction, couldn't I? Let's just keep going. I could always dig it out like this. Now to make the canister you need compound, and if I keep going in this direction here, so it looks like it's a nice steady incline, so my rover should be able to climb that without too many problems. Might take a while depending on how far up it goes. I might have to dig out the ceiling, and probably will have to dig out the ceiling, but at least I'll have a nice sort of flat. But that'll give me an idea of how far I've got to go. Alright, now I did fall down quite a way, so, oh yeah. Plus doing this gives me the soil back that I need in order to continue making this ramp. And those things are going to get in the way, so I'm going to have to get rid of those. Because your buggy does get stuck on those sort of things. And I want to make a clearest path as possible. I'll just boost that up a bit. Oh, looks like I've dug my rover in just a little bit deeper. Let's see if I can just flatten that off a bit. That'll do. Either I've dug my rover in further, yeah, which looks like it's the case. Let's see if I can move it. Okay, right, slight tip. Now, one of the problems I've had, oh yeah, that's well and truly in there. One of the problems I've had with getting in and out of my rover is that if you press E, it just brings out your gun. Because that's the default key for your gun. And even if you highlight it, press E, out comes your gun. Right, so to get in it, press Alt and click. And there you are, you're in. Yep, I've well and truly dug that in. The other trick that you can use to do this is if you can't be bothered to press Alt, is just to disconnect the chair, put it back on, and then it magically becomes workable. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig my buggy out. And oh, what a nuisance. Right, so dig out the buggy. What's that? Am I digging up? Oh, looks like I'm digging up laterite. Yep. Oh god, my buggy's going further and further. Right, rescue the buggy from down there. Alternatively, what I can do. Let's see if we can get in it. Alt click. Right. Well, looks good. Yeah. Right. Not quite. Let's get it over there so it's out of the way. You really need a tool just to get rid of these spikes, just so you can flatten out the land and get rid of them. Right, okay, so here we are. Let's continue with the ramp. If we continue the ramp down, we can just get the buggy onto it. These rocks are really beginning to annoy me. Right, so that's there, and see, once you've dug them out, they disappear. Right, okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, okay, so if I can get my buggy down there, let's dig out this lacerite here. Might as well come with some resources, eh? And then we will see oh, that's some. Okay, I don't think we're getting any. Oh, there's something else there. I was just going to say, I don't think there'll be any more. Funny enough, there was some bunches down there. There's a bit sticking out there, so that. The one thing I'm missing most of is lithium. Batteries are just overly useful for powering your base at night, and having a lot of them is good. Now, you do get a lot more lithium on other planets, so the moon is particularly good. Just going to build up a wall, make like Donald Trump and build a wall with myself in it, apparently. Oh, that way my rover can't fall into that other abyss that I've just created. Right, let's see if I can now turn it. Now, let's get down there. Right, okay, it's a bit slippy slidey, but we're getting there. Okay, and back we go. Okay, that's fine, it'll rest easy there. Let's just get rid of some of that. Make life easy for myself, why not? Right, so still building this tunnel, still building this wall. Let's see, how far up does this have to go? Not too far, that's good. I'm liking this. Let's just seal that up a bit. What? We're building that kind of an angle. Okay. Now I'm quite lucky that I've got 3 tanks, but they're nice and easy to make. They're not expensive. Let's clean out some of this. Make sure there's enough room to get my buggy out. Okay, now the other problem I now need to consider is, do I have enough power to get my buggy up this ramp? I think the answer to that is going to be yes. And even if my buggy decides that it's going to go flat on me, if I can get out, that's the battle won. There we go. Right. Looks good. Okay, apart from that rock there, which really annoys me, but not enough to spend time on it. Eee. Oh, almost went up down the edge. Right, I'll click and we're in. Right, okay, so hopefully with the battery backups, because like even going up the slope a little bit took out what looks like one whole bar of power. So let's go for it. It looks good, it looks good. Yeah, we have escaped, and we have a nice bit of resource, and we have some lasts. Right, now show me the way to go home. If I remember, it's over there. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. No, I don't want to go. Rocks. Oh, those rocks definitely need a tool to level, get rid of those things, basically. You can make it. And we're out of power. So we actually got quite far, considering we came from way over there. Now, why is that running out of power? I've got batteries. Oh, I haven't. Oh, right, there we go. Oh, that's cool. All of a sudden it just stopped moving. Uh oh, there's another roll. See, it's easily done. Right, so get out. I've broken it. And you just highlight it and go use. And hopefully we look forward, because the controls on this thing are mental. It goes in the direction you're looking. So I'll demonstrate that. Oh, right, okay, so at the moment I'm pressing the W key. Okay, so that sends me forward. I'm going to look behind. I'm going to press the W key now, and I'm going backwards. So I'm going in the direction I'm looking. And if I'm looking in that and pressing S, it moves me forwards. It kind of makes sense, but at the same time doesn't, if you see what I mean. So yeah, it's one of those things you kind of get used to, but people generally don't like. Obviously made sense at some point to someone. Oh, there we go, solar power. The sun is up. It's a rescue. Okay, cool. Now, one of the things that I think I pointed out in the previous video is that you can join the rovers together by the power tags. And if you can join quite a few of them together, so you can have solar panels, batteries, and if you look at this one, I've actually got a research unit on it. The problem with this is once the research unit is deployed to the truck, you can't get it back off. That's it. It's stuck. It's staying. It seems to be the same case if you buy the 3-seater. No, not those. It's this queue menu. So I believe it's on that one. Could be wrong. No, it's definitely not that one. Right, so that one, once you deploy that to your rover, it's not coming off your rover either. It seems to be stuck. Unlike the 1-seaters, which you can pick on and off. And the same is true of the habitats. The 1-seater, that sort of like takes up the same space as a 1-seater so it takes up 2 slots, whereas that one takes up 3. Oh, sandstorm. And a lot of things, the Rover takes a crane as well, which you put the drill on. Once you do that, the crane is deployed, it's staying there. So if you have a chain of Rovers, so like a mobile base, which is pretty cool, equip it with solar panels, wind turbines, batteries, and then all you really need are... God, that is quite windy. God, listen to that! Let's turn that sound down, thank you very much, so I can hear myself talk. So, you've got a mobile base, you can put stuff on it, but once you start deploying things like the crane and research, and it's like the tables. Once you've deployed the research to the table, it's stuck. Once you've deployed, there's no way of packing them back into a box and moving them around, which is a bit of a pain. Hopefully they will change that. So, but yeah, you can make a mobile base. You can get a couple of ropes going around, connected to each other, and that's really pretty cool. Now, something else I just wanted to show you once this storm has died down, which could take a while. No, there it is, it's gone. Right, medium storage. Let's just move this box over there, so that's been experimenting with the large thing. Right, this medium storage just fallen over. Okay, so right. If you've never seen this before, this is really handy. But you put it or deploy it onto one of the sides of the large platform A. It expands out, look. Just like that. Fantastic, isn't it? And you can put one on the other side as well. And then you've got, instead of having 2, you've now got 8 different pieces of research that you can, well, 8 resources you can put on there. So let's see, the dynamite, that's not particularly handy. Let's put that over there. Apparently I haven't played with the dynamite yet. Okay, perhaps I need some more storage somewhere. Let's put that. Oh look, I've got lithium, and lithium, that probably means I've got enough for a medium battery, but I haven't done the research for that yet, so... Any more? Oh, there's a spot just there. Oh, there's some research. Let's do some research. Get the research going. That's 700 bytes I didn't have. And right, so the truck, yes. And I need to put my... So let's, just to show you this, I'm just going to put this... I'm just going to put this there, raw material, and immediately it springs into action. And it will smelt that and turn it into a usable material. So, we came back with that. So, let's see. Now, this is the tricky part with this. Actually, getting the research on the truck seems to be a real pain. It's like a fine line between it, and it can be done. It's just really tricky. Maybe I just mounted it wrong, but either way, you can get it on there. Maybe if I mounted it to the side or something like that. Whether you can do that or not, I don't think entirely. Maybe prefers to be on the back part. See, even then it's like hovering it over. No, you want to take it, but no. It does work if you get it right, and that's really cool if you can do it. But okay, so that's everything I want to show you in this particular video. I will be doing another one, and this one will be focusing on our friend the shuttle. So I don't have the shuttle but you can use the one-seaters on it. So I can buy that. Right, I'm going to explain the difference. The little shuttles, you can get around in the little shuttle, but the bigger shuttles are better. And it's worth going straight for the bigger shuttle if you can, and we'll be looking at that next time. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, found it useful at the very least. I hope you've learned a trick or two to get yourself out of a pickle, just like I have. And you can press the subscribe button at the very bottom and subscribe to us if you've enjoyed this video. You can also follow us on Facebook, and you can find us on Twitter. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.